So the concept is CTS. CTS stands for Common Type System. In order to work with any data type, .NET provided ready-made data types as a hierarchy and provided in the form of CTS. CTS stands for Common Type System. It's a hierarchy for all the data types available in the .NET. Irrespective of any programming language like VB, VC++, C#, J#, etc., all these programming languages will consume data types from the CTS. Right? CTS is a hierarchy. Using CTS, the data types are coming from separate place, so that any programming language application, if it is communicated with another programming, that time migration issues will not be happen. The reason is all the data types are coming from same place. Example, if an integer is consumed by VB, it will be a 4 byte. The same integer if you want to consume using C#, that is also 4 bytes. So the architecture of the data types are coming from same place called as a CTS. All the data types which are available in the .NET will be called as a CTS. We did a great explanation in the last video. In case if you missed, please go through with that one. Right. The data types in the CTS has been categorized into value type and reference type. Value types are integer, character, double, bool, etc. In the same way, reference types are string, delegate, object, etc. Right. Value types are stored in the stack memory, which cannot be enhanced since the memory will be reserved at the compile time. Whereas object type has been, reference types has been specified in the heap memory and it can be enhanced at runtime. Let's come into the next one. Some of the data types which are used in CTS are integer, character, decimal. Okay, you have something called double. Okay, string. We have all those things. Each and every example has been well explained in my last video. In case if anybody missed the last video, please go through the video. Right. Coming to the next one, in order to have your application to be, output to be displayed in the formatted, you'll be using the placeholder. Okay, let's see this example once again. Let me open my previous example where in the ITeLearn solution. Let me open it. Let me open console application. In order to have your variables, what we'll do is we'll specify integer, some variable equal to 100. If you want to display CW 0, okay, 0 refers to first parameter. How many values are there? That many providers to be provided. Curly braces 0 in the sense format specifier, you will be getting the value. Click here, you will be getting the value. Now you'll be able to see the value. And here if you want to have the format, okay, the format can be provided using this placeholder. Let's say I want to have a message CW. CW refers to the console.writeLine, which is similar to print function in your C programming. I can specify the message n is equal to. If you want to have a value 0. Now what happens? Whatever you type here n is equal to, it will be presented as it is. Wherever you have a 0, it will directly go to the first parameter. Now you will be able to see n is equal to message followed by the value. If any value is changed over here, you will be able to see that value in the output. Right. I can even specify CW 0 is the value. Right. Now in this position you will be able to see the n value. Now 7 is the value. Right. If you have two values, you will be using 0, 1, 2, 3. Same example, if you want to display the square, let me have a value called 7 CW square of given number is the result. Let's say given number is n, the result is n star n. Wherever you have 0, the first value will be substituted. In the place of 1, the second value will be substituted. Now you'll be able to see square of 0. 0 refers to the parameter n. Now 0 in the sense n, square of 7 is 7 into 7. You will be able to see this. Coming to the next one. If you want to read a value, in order to read the value, we have a method called as a console.readLine. Even this was discussed in the day 1. Okay, you can go through with that one. Yeah, I'm asking, enter your name. I'm raising a question, enter your name. You'll be able to see a message, enter your name. Since we have been provided console.write, the cursor is waiting here. If you use a console.write line, the cursor will come to the next line. Now, how to read a value? I can simply say name is equal to console.readLine. What do you mean by read line? Reading characters into the string. Now, the input, whatever we supplied, it will be copied into the name. Now, if you want to display CW, okay, hello, you are followed by name, okay, welcome. What is your name? Now, you will be able to see the name, whatever you enter. Enter your name. Let me write the name Vijay. Hello Vijay, welcome. So what are the name you're giving that will be printed in this position? This is called as a formatted output. The formatted output can be provided using this facility. Right? Placeholders are used to display the formatted output. Let's come into the next one. How to read an integer. Can we read integer into the variable? No, we cannot read the integer value into the variable. Then how to do? We have to convert that input into the integer. In order to convert, we have some facility called as a type conversion. How to do the type conversion? We have to use convert class or console, what will be called a parsing methods. Alright, let's see, I'm asking a variable to store a value called as a integer. Now my question is, I'll raise a question to enter an integer. Enter an integer. Alright, now let's see. In order to read, what is the method we have? We have only method called as a console.readLine. Now when you specify this, you will be getting an error. The error specifies that the input provided by the user is integer and the value supplied by the user is string. So cannot implicitly convert type string to integer. You will be getting an error that string cannot be converted into integer. Right, then what is the option we have? We have a facility called as type conversion. Right, type conversion, or you can say typecasting. Right, so what is the typecasting we have? Your .NET provided different types of typecasting. Okay, the list of the typecasting ways also we given. We have four different types of conversions we have. Okay, type conversion. So type conversion is the process of converting data type from one to another. Type conversion is a process of converting data type from one to another. In most of the situations, the data what you supplied is different and the data what it need to be different. At that time, we need to convert the given type to specified type. In order to do that one, we have a facility called as a type conversion. Right. So C# provided different types of type conversion. The first facility is explicit conversion. What do you mean by explicit conversion? Explicit conversion in the sense, forcefully a programmer can convert the data type from one to another. Okay. In order to do this one, we have a ready-made class called as a convert class. So convert class is a ready-made class. It's a class contains all conversion methods which are used to convert data type from one to another. If you want to see this one, let's flip to the Visual Studio. Let's see, when you specify convert, C-O-N-V-E-R-T, it is a full stop. You can see the list of these methods. And these methods which are used to convert. So you have convert.to boolean, convert.to integer, convert.to char, convert.to decimal. Like this, you will be having a lot of facilities there. You can use any method. This is the first one. Now what I will be doing is, I will be writing a definition like this. N is equal to convert.to into 32. Let's say console.readLine. Now what it is? An integer provided by the user, okay, will be first of all supplied into the string. That string will be forcefully converted into integer. Then now integer contains integer value. So this is required while converting data type from one to another. Alright, now let's see CW given number is this. Now run this, you'll be able to see a number. Let's say enter an integer, I'll be giving 8. You'll be able to see. So we have 4 different types of conversions. The first one is convert method. Coming to the next one, if you want to convert input to character, what we need to do? Very simple. Character, declare a variable, raise a question, console.write, enter a letter. How to read a letter? Character equal to same thing, convert.toChar, console.readLine. What it means? You are raising a question, okay? The letter will be taken input and copied into the character. So I can specify CW, given letter is CH. You'll be able to see the letter. Enter a letter. Let's say capital letter H. You'll be able to see that letter. This is what exactly possible with the help of the conversion. You can have integer, character, decimal, all conversions are available. So you can understand that convert class is a ready-made class which contains all conversion methods together to make programmer, okay, use it simple. Right, this is the first way. Coming to the next one, parsing. See, parsing is also one of the facility available. Conversion is a new style which was implemented in the .NET CTS. When it comes to the parsing, what is parsing? Parsing is also similar to conversion only, but it is available in the structures of every data type separately. Like these are not exist together. Like integer has parse method, double has parse method, character has parse method. So what to do? We have to specify like this. Okay, these are the very old style. Now I'll specify ch equal to char.parse. You'll be able to see character, it's a system structure, system.char structure. In that we have a parse method. So I can specify console.readLine. So both are same, but this is parsing which is coming from the structure. Now I can specify CW, given letter is same thing. This is, you'll be able to see. So if you want to work with integer, given that integer is also available, let's see, I'm raising a question, enter an integer. Integer n is equal to, I'll be writing int.parse console.readLine. Now here CW, given number is, I can specify n. Even you can perform calculations also. Square of given number is the generator number. Input is n, square is n into n. Let me explain with an example. 9. So given number is 9, square is 81. Not only this, you can raise it, you can give any input number, okay, so that what happens, the expression will be done on the given number. So you'll be able to see all. So this is the way how you are going to be working with the parsing. So you can use parse method as well as you can use integer. Coming to the next one. See here, commonly used are convert class. Okay, parse and parse methods are very rarely used. Okay, it's a very old style. Okay, coming to the third one, typecasting. What is typecasting? Typecasting in the sense temporarily if you want to change the data type. Generally, if a user want to change the data type temporarily, you will be using typecasting. Like you have to specify the data type into brackets. You have to specify what type you want to do. That is called say temporary. Let's see how temporarily is going to be working with an example. Let me have an example. I would like to have an example. Read 3 subject marks into 3 variables and display total marks and average. If you are able to see the question, the total marks are integer whereas 3 subject marks are also integer. When coming to the average, it will be double data type, or you can say decimal data type. How to generate the decimal and how it's going to be working, we'll see with an example. Right. Let me ask a question. I'll be declaring a variable called say 3 subject variables M, P, C. Let me take a variable called say MPC, Maths, Physics, Chemistry. In order to raise a question, I'm asking enter subject 1 marks. Let's say subject 1, let me call Maths marks. So this is my first one. Let me have M is equal to convert.toInt32 console.readLine. Why we are using console.readLine? That is the only way to read the string, the input, and that we need to convert it to M. That is done for the subject 1. Let me have the same example for subject 2, 3. Let's say this is my subject 2. Let's say physics. Right. Let's see M, P, C. Right. Let's see here I'm asking subject 3 marks. This is called as a chemistry. So you have MPC, maths, physics, chemistry. 3 different subjects marks are there. Now let's see how to display the total. See, if 3 subjects marks are integer, definitely total will be also integer. Let me take a variable total. Right? I'll be calculating the total like this. Total marks is equal to M plus P plus C. This is very clear. Right, I'll specify total marks are this one, DOT. Run this. Now it will ask a question. Please enter subject 1 marks. Let's say 67, this one, very clear. You got the 3 subject marks. Now let's come to the next point. This is the important one. What I want to explain is how to declare the average. Do remember guys, average will be decimal. In order to do this one, we have a data type called as a double. Let me have a variable called as a average. Now how to get the double? Very simple. Double average is equal to total by number of subjects 3. That's very clear. CW. I'll be displaying a message that average marks, let's say 0 AVG. We'll be getting average. See what happened. Let's say I'm giving 56, 56, 57. So what happened? See here guys, you are getting a value called 56, but my expected value is 56.33. Are we getting? No. Why? What is the issue? Let me explain this one in detail. See here, when you are able to see this coding, the input supplied by the user is integers. The total marks is integer. Average is double. When you have a double, why you are getting into integer? Very simple. Total is integer, 3 is integer. Integer by integer is always integer. I repeat, integer by integer is always integer. So total is integer, 3 is integer. Integer by integer is always integer. So you are getting integer. In this case, what we need to do now? You have to convert this total to temporarily double. If you want to convert anything temporarily, we have a facility called as a typecasting. Typecasting is a facility used to change the data type from one to another temporarily. Alright, how to do this one? Very simple. You have to specify double. Now here the total has been converted into double. Now you will be getting total marks are double. Double by integer again double. Let's run this. Now enter subject 1 marks. Let's say 35, 35, 36. We'll be able to see 35.33. So this is the way how to convert into double. And do remember guys, displaying these many decimal values doesn't look good. So what we have to do? We have to display some of them. What to do? Very simple. In this format specifier, you need to specify what format you are expecting. How? Just give colon operator. What the format you are expecting? 0.00 is the format I am expecting. So this is a position and this is a format I am expecting. Let's see, run this. Give the values. Let's see 35, 35, 36. You'll be able to see 35.33. This is the way you are. It's one of the commonly used mechanism while converting from one data type to another data type. Explicit conversion will have one more example. If a question arises, read a letter into a variable and display its next letter. Let's say if your input is A, I want to display B. If your input is D, I want to display the E. What to do? Very simple. Here is a variable character CH, and here I am raising a question. Enter a letter. Right, now I'll specify CH is equal to convert.toChar console.readLine. Now what happens, it is asking a question to enter a letter. The letter entered by the user will be copied into the CH variable. Now you have character variable. Now here I am writing a message that given letter is CH. You will be able to see. Let's see H. You will be getting H. Now how to get the next letter? If you want to get the next letter, what we need to do now? You have to specify CH plus 1. Right. Next letter is CH plus 1. Next letter. Run this. Let's say I'm giving G. I'll be getting H. See here, but what happens, you have a small issue over here. It's correctly here. It's going to be giving the ASCII value. What do you mean by ASCII value? ASCII is the standard input code. Let's say capital letter A to Z are 65 to 90. In that, you're given a G ASCII value is 71. So 71 plus 1, 72 is giving. Now I want to get that 72 in character format. What to do? You have to specify character. Now this indicates this character plus 1, whatever we have, the next letter I want to display, but that display should be in the character format. Now you run this, enter any letter. Let's say I'll be giving small letter D. You'll be getting next letter C. So in this case also explicit conversion is used. Explicit conversion is used to convert the data type from one to another temporarily. It is not suggested in the reading, only at the time of displaying the value. Hope you guys are clear. Very good. Coming to the last feature available in the conversion, called as boxing and unboxing. Boxing and unboxing. What do you mean by boxing and unboxing? It is also one of the commonly asked interview question for the freshers. Boxing refers to converting value type to reference type. Boxing refers to converting value type to reference type. Unboxing refers to dereferencing the same. Example, I have an object that can be stored into any value. Now I want to get back that value. Let's say what it is. We already discussed a concept that all data types are coming from the root type called as an object. I repeat, all the data types available in .NET are in the format called as an object type. Now you can understand that you can declare a variable on object type. Now your object is ready to store any type. Object is ready to store any type. Let's say I can specify is equal to Kiran. So this is called as object. Object can be anything. Let's say CW. Okay, value is, what is the value? 0. Let's say, oh, you got a value. Now its type is, you can even find out the type since we have its type. Its type is, let's say 1. Okay, got get type. Now we'll be able to see the get type. Get type in the sense system will give you the information. Value is Kiran and its type is string. Now here, converting any type to object, this is called as boxing. Boxing refers to any type you can put it into the object. Now object is root for all the data types and it is allowed to store any type. This is called as a boxing. And you want to get them back to normal example. String st. Now I can specify st equal to o. It's an error. Error. Why? Because you cannot assign object to string. So what to do? You have to convert them separately. Okay. Let's say convert this one into string. Now this is called as a unboxing. What it is? Unboxing. Unboxing refers to dereferencing the same, or you can say dot to string. Dot to string. Dereferencing the same. Dereferencing the same in the sense getting back to original. Alright. Now I can specify CW. You'll be able to see boxing and unboxing. I repeat, converting any type to object type is boxing, dereferencing the same, which refers to unboxing. Right? This is the last one. Boxing and unboxing. Right. One more point you need to be very clear. There is a facility called as convert any type to string. At any point, you can convert any type to string. That is possible with the help of the toString method. What is toString? toString refers to convert any type to string immediately, and this feature is called as a UTS. Unit type specification refers to converting any type to object type, string type. Let's see, I have a variable. Okay, this is, I did this UTS. Let's see, I have another example. Integer n is equal to 100. Now I want to put this n into string variable. Can I put a st direct n is equal to that? No, error will come. The reason is n is integer. Now what to do? You have to convert this one into string, to string. Done. Now what happened? This 10 will be converted into string. Now display this, we'll be able to get the value. So converting any type to string is possible, and this feature is called as UTS, to string in the sense converted to string, right? UTS, unit type specification. Hope you guys are clear. So 4 different types of conversions we have seen. What is control structure and why do we need? Every software application, whether it's a large scale or small scale, okay, each and every application needs a basic control structures like if conditions, loops, switch case, etc. mandatory. In order to make the control execution, statement execution, it is possible with the help of the control structures. Control structures are used to control the statement execution. You may ask a question, why you need to control the statement execution? One point you need to remember is, control structures are used to control the statement execution. The reason is, by default the flow will be top to bottom approach. This is the default flow of execution in any program. By default, the flow in the program will be top down approach. It can be controlled with control structure. I repeat, the default program execution flow will be top to bottom approach, and this approach can be controlled using control structures. Right, available control structures. Branching, like we have if condition, if else, else if, nested if is the branching. So we can control the statement execution. Switch case is used to provide the constant expression. Let's see case 1 what to do, case 2 what to do, case 3 what to do. Loops are used to repeat the statement execution. This is what exactly happen using the control structures. Let's start with the if else. What do you mean by if else? If else is used to place, okay, two blocks with the true and false statements. You will be having the true statements and false statements in two categories. Now what happens, based on the condition, I'll be executing either the true block or false block. We'll be executing either true block or false block. Alright, the syntax flow like this. If condition, then statements, else statements. So you can understand that either this block or this block will be executed based on the condition. Let's say if you have a single statement under the if, or if you have a single statement under the else, it will be used only one block, either true or false. Right, let's see with a simple example. I want to check whether the given input is 0 or not. My input question is it 0 or not? Program to read an integer into a variable and check the input is 0 or not. Let's say I'm raising a question, integer n, console.write, enter an integer. Let's say n is equal to convert.point32 console.readline. Now you will be asking to enter a number. Now the number I want to check, is it 0 or not? So I'll be writing input is 0, or I'll specify input is not 0. 0 in the sense need not specify, that's a return. Now what happened, I given both the statements. If you write a number, now what happened, you'll be getting both the messages. Why you are able to see both? The reason is, by default flow will be top to bottom approach or top down approach. Now my question is, I want to execute either this or that. So what to do? Place a condition. If n is equal to 0, double is equal to will be given for comparison. Right. Else I'll specify this. Now what happened? We'll be having two blocks. This block is based on this condition and this block is against this condition. We'll be getting either this block or this block. True or false. Right. Let's execute it. Enter an integer. Let's say 8. 8 is not 0. Run this. Let's say I'm giving 0. Input is 0. So you'll be able to see any one of the message in the condition. This is what exactly can be done with the help of the control structures. Branch. Let's say if you have a single statement, you need not to have all those things. You can avoid this. I can specify curly braces can be avoided when you don't have more than one statement. Okay, if you have a single statement, then the curly braces can be avoided. Right. Now what happens? Enter an integer. Now it's not 0. Let's say I'll be writing a question. Okay. See, we'll be getting a 0. So input is 0 or not. This is the way how you're going to be writing the if condition. If a question arises, how to check the given number is positive number or not? Let's say input is positive or not. Very simple. If n greater than 0, I can specify input is positive. Is positive. Else not positive. I can specify not positive. Enter an integer 6 is positive. If I run the project, let's say I'm giving a value called -6, it's not positive. So you can have multiple statements. I want to read a number and check whether the given number is in a range or not. Let's see, I'm asking to enter marks. Read, okay, marks and check the input in range or not. So in order to do this one, let me take a variable called as a marks. Let's take a variable marks. I'll specify if marks greater than or equal to 0. This is the first condition, and marks less than or equal to 100. If it is from 0 to 100, I can say within range. Marks within range. It should be from where to where? 0 to 100. For example, if it is not, then you can say marks out of range. Marks, given marks, that is this, is out of range. So marks are out of range. Now run this. Enter an integer. Let's say 67. Yeah, within range. Now run this. Let's say you are telling what is your marks in the sense of, let's say the person is entering 101. I can say given marks 101 is out of range. Right. So this is the way how to place the given values. Coming to the next one. If a question arises, want to have multiple statements. Let's say positive or not. Instead of positive or not, I can say 0 or positive or negative. What to do? Let's say read integer into value variable and check the input is 0 or positive or negative. So I want to have 3 statements. What to do this one? Very simple. Integer n. Let's say I'm asking to enter an integer. N is equal to convert.going32 console.readline. So I'll specify if n is equal to 0, I'll specify input is 0. While displaying 0, I don't want to display the 0 value. That's what I'm directly giving. Else if second condition, if n greater than 0, what is my question? Positive. I'll specify input is positive. If these two are held, I'll specify input is negative. So we have 3 messages. Enter an integer, I'll specify 8. So 8. So previous example is running. In case if that is case, what you will do now, you see here, I have an issue over here. Let's say first of all go to the solution explorer. You'll be able to see right click and clean. Clean in the sense previous any compile things it will be clean. Let's run this example. Now you'll be able to enter integer. Let's say I'm giving 8. 8 is positive. Right. Now let's say I'm giving 0. I'm not getting it's a positive or negative, it's a 0. I'll be writing something called -7. It's negative. So I'll be getting any one in the 3. Hope you guys are clear. Right. Let's say next example, one of the commonly used example. Read 3 subject marks into 3 variables and display total, average, result and grade. Total, average, result and grade. Right. Let me have a variable m. I'll be asking a question. Enter subject 1 marks. Let me take a variable m. I can declare the variable anywhere. Okay, convert.2 console.readline. So you got the value of the maths. Let's say I would like to have physics and chemistry. Let's say, let me call the first subject is maths. Let's say second one is physics. Let me call the variable called P. Third one is chemistry. Let's call this variable called chemistry. Message also same. Now we have three subject ones. Let's say integer total is equal to m plus p plus c and average double avg equal to, let's say, double of total by 3. This we covered already in the last class. Okay, last example. You got this. Now my question is how to get the result. Let's say CW total marks, DOT CW average marks, average. So we'll be able to get the average. Then how to get the result? Very simple. Let me take a variable string. Result is equal to empty. How to give empty? String dot empty, which will make nothing result. Now I'll check out. If subject 1, let's say m greater than or equal to 35 and p greater than or equal to 35 and c greater than or equal to 35. If all the three subject marks are greater than or equal to 35, then the result is equal to pass. Else, result is equal to fail. So we'll be getting either pass or fail based on the condition. Now I can specify CW. Result is, now we'll be able to get the result. Now let's say run this example. If I run the example, it's asking enter subject 1 marks, let's say 100 out of 100. Second subject 90. Let's say third subject I got 34. See here, if you are able to see total marks are 224, average is 74 also, the result is fail because one of the subject he got less than 35. Alright, this is the way how you are placing the if conditions. Then coming to the next one, I would like to also have grade to be calculated. So how to give the grade? However I declare the result, I will be declaring the variable called as grade. Let me keep this empty. Now I will specify whenever the result is failed, he is not allowed to have a grade. Irrespective of any situation, if result is failed, grade is equal to not applicable. I want to give you not applicable, no grade given, failed candidates. When he pass, he is eligible for grade. Now when he is pass, I am giving a condition that if average greater than or equal to 75, that indicates should pass, and average greater than or equal to 75, then grade is equal to A plus or A1. Average greater than or equal to 60, I'll be providing grade is equal to A. Average greater than or equal to 50, then grade is equal to B. If all these are failed, grade is equal to C. So you can understand that you will be getting grade called A1, A or B or C when he is pass. Otherwise, he will be getting result fail as well as grade not applicable. Now let's say grade is grade. Now run this. First one, enter maths marks. Let's say he got a value called 100, 135. Check out. So he got 235 average marks, 78.33 is the average, result is pass, and grade is A. A1. Let me explain this again. I'll have some values like 100 out of 100 in the subject 1, second subject is 100 out of 34 out of 100, third subject is 100 out of 100. Now see what happened. He got total marks of 234, average is 78, result is failed and grade is not applicable. So you can understand that I can write the condition based on any requirement. This is what exactly possible with the help of the control sections. Right, yes. We have a very good amount of exercises also. Coming to the next one, switch case. What is switch case? See, it is also a control structure. used to place constant expressions in the condition. If you want to have a constant expressions, then it is possible with the help of the switch case. What exactly switch case is? Very simple. Switch and a variable. Here is the syntax. Switch variable. Right. So what I'll do is, I want to switch the value into the variable existing in the variable. Here is the syntax. Switch variable. Here case variable contains a value. Case particular value, do something. Value 2, do something. Value 3, do something. Value 4, do something. So you can understand that you will be either executed any one of the statement, but here there cannot be any range. Case 1 do something, case 2 do something. Constant expression, this is called as a constant expression. Example, to complete the syntax, you need to have all the 4 keywords. What are the 4 keywords? Switch, case, break, default. Switch is used to switch the value in the variable to check what value it contains. Case is used to point out the value, what, when 1 what to do, when what, 2 what. Break is used to come out from the switch case. Break is used to come out from the switch case. Finally, default. Default is used to handle else scenarios. If nothing is executed, nothing is validated, then what you want to do? It is similar to else block in your if condition. Alright, let me explain this one with an example. Let's say I'm asking a question, program to read an integer and display its direction. Let's say 1 in the sense north, 2 in the sense south, 3 in the sense east, west, like this. Let's say CW, enter direction. Let's say I'll be asking to enter a value from 1 to 4 by 2. Let's say 1 to 4 by 2. Integer n is equal to converter dot 2 into console dot variable. So we have these values. Now my question is, switch n. Check out what value n contains. If it contains 1, let me display a message called as a north. So this I want to display when it is 1. Okay. Alright, let's say second one, when it is 2, display east. Case 3, west. Case 4, south. If all are failed, what to do? I'll specify default, invalid input. I want to give a message called break. Now you can understand that you'll be getting coming here, execute. Enter the value, let's say 1 north, let's say 2 east, 3 west. I give north, east, west. Now let's see if I give you some value 6, invalid input. So like this you can have a lot of manipulations. So the same thing has been explained in detail here. Okay, you can see all the examples. Here is an example, read a number and display its weekday. 1 in the sense Sunday, 2 in the sense Monday, like this. I will have frequently asked questions in this one. What is a control structure? Why do we need? What are the available different control structures? What is the differentiate if condition and else? Okay, and also you may ask a question, explain ternary operator. Okay, and we'll also see different available operators. So like this, and here is an examples, tasks, you can say practice programs, you can say this. There are very good amount of exercise also with there. Once you start practicing, then you will be very clear on the subject. Syntax wise, right? This document is approximately 12 pages, including the explanation and FAQs. Any questions, guys?